We begin tonight with news from the south side of Corpus Christi, where police are investigating the shooting of an alleged burglar. It's our top story. Around 6 p.m., police were called out to a home sitting on dozens of acres in the 7800 block of Yorktown. CCPD says a homeowner confronted two suspects trying to steal their AC unit. Officials say the homeowner was armed and instructed the suspects to get down. The suspects continued to approach, and police say that's when the homeowner shot one suspect. Investigators say the injured male suspect was sent to Bay Area with non-life-threatening injuries. The female suspect is still at large but not expected to be armed. Police say the homeowner was justified in his use of force.